The climax to the greatest night of boxing ever. For the WBA Heavyweight Championship, finally, Mike Tyson faces Evander Holyfield.
Now, the finale to Judgment Night.
We've come a long way. We've waited a long time for it. Tyson against Holyfield, and I can tell you, all of a sudden, Lennox Lewis is wide awake and thoroughly looking forward to the prospect of this fight. Lennox, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, as you said right at the start of the evening, some 5 years after we were hoping they could get it on, but nevertheless, this is some fight in prospect, isn't it? Yeah,
I think it's a good matchup. They're both basically the same size. Holyfield is a couple inches taller. The styles are going to clash. It should be a very interesting matchup. I don't see the fight going the full distance. I see Mike Tyson coming out, doing what he always does. He never does anything different, coming straight at you. It's what Evander Holyfield can, if he can contend with it. And this is, we're going to have to see and wait and see.
Do you think he can?
I don't think he can contend with it. I've had little whispers with certain people that have been sparring with him and said that they've been hurting him in sparring camp or in training camp, and you know, their hopes are not really too high about Evander Holyfield. But he has the same chance that Buster Douglas had.
Absolutely right, and I think he's got some support on the far side of the table there in Duke McKenzie.
Well, Richard, I have to say this. Earlier in the week, I did pick Holyfield to win, but I've since consulted my long-time mentor and guru, and he has told me...
Who's this, Barry McGuigan?
Well, I can't say, I don't want to mention any names.
Can't divulge that sort of information.
You know, I lie like a cheap watch, basically.
You've changed your mind, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, yeah. You know, the smart money's on Tyson, and I've got a few quids on it after all, you know.
So why did you originally go with Holyfield?
No,
what did you think was his best chance?
My heart says Holyfield, but my head says Tyson. You know, that's the bottom line. I mean, I do still think Holyfield has got a chance, and like we all, you know, we all want him to win. But the fight, for as long as it lasts, we know that Holyfield is going to be there till the end.
So are we saying if it were Holyfield, Nicky, that this would be one of the upsets?
If Holyfield wins,
yes.
Yeah, it'd be an upset, but not one that too many people would... It's an upset that we can foresee, put it that way, or could be seen. I don't think he's going to win. I think Tyson will win, and win early. But while it lasts, it will be very, very exciting.
Well, if it's not one of the upsets, how come the four of you here think Tyson and Tyson quickly inside 3-4 rounds, Barry, if I read you correctly?
Yeah, I think Tyson 3 or 4 rounds or less, and the only way that Holyfield can win this fight, he's got a puncher's chance, and don't for 1 minute think that he can't hit him and he can't hurt him and he can't even drop him. But whether he can keep him on the floor again is another thing. I don't think that's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is that Tyson is going to come out blazing. Holyfield will maybe try to box, but get drawn into a real shenanigans and a real tear-up, and inevitably he will end up flat on his back, and his bravery will hopefully get him back up again, but I think his bravery could be his undoing. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I think Tyson's going to win.
Delighted to have your company tonight, but as you sit there, are you thinking, I wish it was me? Do you want to be in there tonight with Mike Tyson?
Definitely. I think the Evander Holyfield fight, like I said, is 5 years too late. I think if he's able to go past this fight and fight Michael Moore, I don't think Michael Moore has any chance against Mike Tyson. I think the only chance, there's only 2 boxers he needs to box out there, and that's me and Riddick Bowe.
And both of you can beat him?
I think I can beat him. I don't know about Riddick Bowe. I don't think Riddick Bowe can.
All night we've been at Julio's in Manchester. We've been with Ian Darke on a number of occasions, who's found a whole host of different people for us to talk to. That's the venue in Manchester, the scene of the post-fight party from Judgment Night 1 this evening. Ian Darke and Glenn McCrory are waiting for us one last time. Ian.
Well, it's... thank you very much. We're getting a big reception here now. It's become a kind of cult thing. You know, it's 11 hours since the first fight was in the ring here in Manchester, and we're still absolutely hooked on boxing here. Now, what about Tyson and Holyfield? I've just been thinking, they've had 5 world title fights tonight. Every one of them has gone to form. Are we due an upset?
No. In a word, No, I honestly don't think so. I think it would be a nice prospect. I think Holyfield, the man, the spirit's still there. He'll be a fighter. He'll go and he'll do his best. But I just don't think his best is going to be good enough on this occasion. It would be wonderful to see him pull out a thriller, but I just think it's going to be a frenetic couple of minutes.
Of course, the thing with Evander Holyfield is every fighter that gets into the ring with Mike Tyson is scared to death, frozen in the headlights. We've said it time and again. Evander Holyfield, I don't think he will be frightened one little bit. He's going to meet fire with fire. And what the boys are saying, I think, is absolutely right. As long as it goes, it's going to be memorable, I think.
I think it will be. I think the prospects offer an unbelievable time while it lasts. I think just the spirit of the two fighters. They are real fighting men, and they're going out to fight. And one of them's going to get carried out on his shield. I just think on this particular occasion, it will be Evander Holyfield.
Can you see any way at all that Holyfield could win the fight? Because we spoke to Bobby Ches, didn't we, out in Las Vegas last time, the last fella to fight Holyfield, and he said Holyfield's punches were bouncing off me, and I'm just a cruiserweight. What's he going to be like with Mike Tyson?
Well, I would say maybe Bobby Ches was being a little bit machismo there. Remember that Holyfield did deck Riddick Bowe. He did have Riddick Bowe on the deck. It almost finished the fight, almost knocked him out. So he does have the power to do that. And remember, Tyson has never really been tested yet. The jury is still out. He's back. He's scaring people again. The aura of Tyson is back. But is the ability back? We still to see that yet. And Holyfield, if any man can do it, if any man's going to test him, Evander Holyfield will be there and will be trying to get him.
And of course, we always remember, don't we, that day in Tokyo, the lunchtime in Tokyo. There were about 3 people there covering it. It was a formality. But who won it? Buster Douglas.
That's right. And I sat there with Lennox and Frank, and we were totally amazed by it. We sat there with our mouths open, never thinking it would happen, but it did. Mike Tyson is a man. He's a fighter. If he gets hit on the chin like anybody else, if he gets hit correctly, he'll go. So Evander Holyfield is going to be trying to do that. I think everything's set for a wonderful fight.
In a line for you, it is?
It's Tyson.
And in a line for me, it's Tyson. And wait till we see that Duke McKenzie. He's chickened out.
And I don't know about you, but I sense the odd glass of wine has been taken there at Julio's tonight. The talking is very nearly over. The time has come for Tyson and Holyfield to face up in the ring.